Hey there, guys! Reasonably Prudent Vegan coming back to you for episode 2 of Monday Runday. Today we are going to be doing a race report from the Houston Half Marathon, our first big race in almost 2 years.
From 2017.
From 2017, but I think our last half marathon
It was in 2015.
Right, and we did a 5K in January of 16. So
True.
there was that. Anyway, so without further ado, you want to go first? How was your race report?
My race was pretty good. I had a really bad attitude.
That's no joke.
I really didn't want to do it. It was freaking freezing.
It's perfect.
And there was a bunch of people there. And I had to get up early on a Sunday. And none of my clothes fit. My shoes I was not happy with, although I didn't have any problems. But when I got there, it was a pretty well put together race. The aid stations were good, although I don't understand why everybody feels the need to stop right before they get to the damn cup and just like stick their arms out so that you have to run into them or run around them. I mean, I thought I ran fast enough to avoid those people, but apparently not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the race's fault.
No. That's running etiquette problems.
True. I didn't have any problems with shoes. I was a little hot towards the end because it was cold when we started, and once the sun came out and peeked over the buildings downtown, it was warm.
Mm-hmm.
But I got hot around mile 10, so rather than taking my clothes off, I just suffered through it.
That would have been entertaining. You think you would have been disqualified if you'd taken your clothes off?
Well, I had a long sleeve shirt over it. You're not funny. Shh.
So, tell them your outcome.
So I got done. I finished right around like 150:31 or something, which I used to run around 140, maybe 145 if I was having a bad day in 2015. So I guess that's not too bad for having half-assed it for 3 months and not run at all for the previous 2 years.
And for being a giant toddler all the way there.
Yeah, and I'm about 25 pounds heavier than I was when I was running, so I'm pretty good.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so my race report was that I woke up happy to go, ready to go, and had to transport a giant redheaded toddler. Worked out though. Once we got there, we went to a hotel, used the nice bathrooms, and no, it's good. The thing is, so I finished at 240 something like that, which is terrible. Like that's one of my worst races. But here's what I did. So I never have digestive issues when I'm running. So the night before I ate like a whole avocado. And I went to the bathroom when we got there. Normal race stuff. And then I had to stop at 3 porta-johns along the way. It wasn't the stop, it was the waiting in line. I think I spent about 15 minutes of my time waiting in line. And then the last mile I had to walk it because there wasn't another porta-john between where the discomfort started and the finish line. So, that being said, when I look at the breakdown, I wasn't doing too bad to begin with. You can kind of see the different places where I had to stop, and if you take out the porta-john needs, like, I don't know, I think I stopped for the porta-john twice before the 10K mark. So my 10K was an hour and 17, which frankly, I ran my first 10K at 1:07.
So you're saying
I'm saying I had the
the world
Ha-Ha
record.
Hershey squirts.
It's so hot.
Anyway, I'm proud of it. I'm happy about it. It was a great first race. I thought the cool weather was perfect because in Houston, the humidity, it'll suck the life out of you. You'll start...
Out of you.
Well, he loves the heat, which is weird because he's from Wyoming and he was bitching about how cold it was outside. And yet I'm like, we're in Wyoming. I'm like, what are those giant billboards? I don't have anything on them. Oh, those aren't billboards. Those are to catch the snow. But 40 degrees in Houston, and he loses his mind. Anyway, good race. Had a lot of fun. Really, really nice medals. Look at that. That's pretty nice. It's got Memorial Park on it and the sponsors. I thought it was really great. Of course, the Astros hadn't won the World Series yet.
No.
But that's what was big, so we're all go Astros. And then, of course, they had some things to benefit people who suffered from Hurricane Harvey, which we'll be hearing about for a long, long time, and understandably, people lost a lot of stuff. So anyway, great race. We have another one coming up at the end of this, not at the end
A
of
week from tomorrow.
Yeah, a week from tomorrow, right after Thanksgiving. It is the HMSA Classical. I believe it's a 25K. Am I getting that wrong? 25K. It's about 15 point something miles. I think it's actually, they just changed the course. I think it's like very similar to the course we ran for the Houston half, which is unfortunate, but you know.
They sent out an email and says everybody does it on Allen Parkway.
Allen Parkway, right.
It's like, well, why do you have to run all the races on the same damn road?
I know, and Allen Parkway, it's so boring. Like,
and there's like 3 loops?
It's 3 loops. You got to run it 3 times. Whatever. Hopefully, actually, the funny thing is those medals, if I remember correctly, they're like really small, like the ones you'd get at like a baseball tournament or something. So we are medal whores. But anyway, it's going to be great. Then we have another one in December. We'll give you race reports when appropriate. And hey, let us know what you think, and we will see you next time.